Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 18 of Personnel Administration and the topic is Performance Appraisal. Topics to be covered is need and importance of performance appraisal, meaning, objective, methods, factor influencing performance appraisal in government, and the last one is recommendation of the Administrative Reforms Commission. Now come to the first topic, that is need and importance of performance appraisal, that why we need a performance appraisal in an organization. In every organization, all employees work to achieve the common aims and objectives of the organization, but all employees do not have same capacities and qualities. The individual qualities differ from person to person and all are not equally efficient and able, but all have to work together. In order to keep their morale high, it is necessary to inform them from time to time about their own level of performance in the organization. This can be done by adopting a fair system of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal helps to improve the organizational health, viability, and growth through optimal utilization of human resource in the interest of the organization. Individual employees get feedback which enables him to develop himself to meet the objectives of the organization. Performance appraisal system is necessary not only for individuals' work improvement but also for the overall improvement of the organization. So, it is necessary for adopting of a fair and impartial promotion policy which can only keep the employees' morale high. Performance appraisal is also necessary to assess the usefulness and capabilities of a person in terms of his contribution towards the achievement of the goals of the organization. It is also needed to develop the potential of an employee to prepare him to accept more responsibilities of the higher post, which he aspires through promotion. It helps not only to improving the viability and health of the organization but also pinpoints the shortcoming of an employee. But by informing the shortcomings of the concerned persons, the superior officers can secure better utilization of services either through correction or position change. Now, meaning of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal system has been defined in many ways. The simplest way to understand the meaning of performance appraisal is as follows: a regular and continuous evaluation of the quality, quantity and style of performance along with the assessment of the factors influence the performance and behavior of an individual is called performance appraisal. Performance appraisal also means an appraisal of the growth potential of an employee with a view to providing information to the organization leading to positive action and enabling feedback to the individual aimed at his performance improvement, personal growth and job satisfaction. In short, we can say that performance appraisal is expected to result in an assessment of growth potential of the employees, corresponding training needs of the employees, capabilities for their placement in higher post, conduct and discipline of the employee, and the need of the organization to evolve a control mechanism. Now, objectives of performance appraisal, that why we need a performance appraisal. Main objective of the system of performance appraisal is to reward those who are working efficiently and honestly in the organization. This make it easy that you can easily recognize the person who work efficiently in the organization. At the same time, it also aims at eliminating those who are inefficient and unfit to carry out their responsibilities. And at the same time, you can easily eliminate those persons who are not doing their work properly or honestly or not carry out their responsibilities. So performance appraisal also aims at helping the management in carrying out their task more efficiently. A sound system of performance appraisal results in framing sound selection policy, effective promotion and placement policy, improved system of career and manpower planning, realistic training program, good reward and punishment system, effective system of control and discipline in the organization. Now, methods of performance appraisal. Promotion are usually based on performance appraisal system. Since 1956, the Government of India has been followed a system of grading the performance in the following 5 grades: outstanding, very good, good, fair and poor. Annual confidential report. Individual performance of the employees is usually assessed on the basis of the annual confidential report given by the superior about the subordinate based on a form. This form contains all those entries which can determine the adequacy and quality of work done as well as the general personality and integrity of the person reported. The reporting officer also can comment about his fitness or for promotion or otherwise. In order to avoid ambiguity and subjectivity in this system, a common grading and outstanding, above average, fair, below average is prescribed to judge each item in the form. The ACR written by the superior reporting officers, ACR is annual confidential report, is evaluated by reviewing officers and finally endorsed or countersigned by the next higher officer. The above mentioned service record rating system based on ACR, which accounts for the individual's experience, previous contribution, personal history, personality traits, etc., has been accepted in almost all countries for performance appraisal. In recent years, there are further improvement in this system. If there is an adverse remark in ACR about a person, he is informed about it. The intention is that he should correct himself. He is also given opportunity to represent to the higher authority about the adverse remark. Such representation is considered by the higher reporting and reviewing authority, and finally a decision about it is taken. Now the next is service rating method. For performance appraisal, it is necessary to determine the efficiency which an employee performs his several duties in the day-to-day working. This is done through service rating or efficiency rating methods. There are several service rating efficiency rating systems in vogue in advanced countries like USA, UK. Those commonly used in the USA are man-to-man comparison, linear scale rating, graphic scale rating, graded answers and work report, etc. The computers are being used for the purpose of service rating in the USA. The two types of service rating system which are most commonly used in the USA and many other countries are traits rating system and PROBST, that is graphic represent of personality inventory. Now trait rating system. In trait rating system, a person's qualities like knowledge of work, aptitudes, attitude towards other, job performance, etc. are rated like satisfactory or unsatisfactory, below job requirements, normal or above job requirements, etc. Final performance appraisal is based on the result of the trait rating system. But in PROBST, that is graphic rating system, rating system is the personality factor are given more importance. Following terms example are taken into consideration in this system of service training are number of days of absence, reasons for remaining absent, punctuality, promptness, quickness, smartness, laziness, talkativeness, gentle, blunt, outspoken, accept, shrink from the taking responsibilities, obedience, disobedience, reliable, unreliable, personal appearance, and fitness for higher positions, etc. Services rating is done in different ways. In advanced countries like the USA, there is done in very systematic manner by computers. In India, sometimes rating is done by awarding marks in different columns specified for different qualities. Different graduation systems have also been followed for this purpose. It is thus evidence that different methods are followed for the purpose of performance appraisal in different countries. Now, factors affecting performance appraisal. First one is superior officers' value systems. Now, usually the superior officer are interested with the work of assessment and write reports of the subordinates. They are expected to do this objectively. What usually happens is that the superior officer judges the performance of the subordinates on the basis of his own value system. Second, dominant work orientation. Sometimes a performance appraisal report of the subordinate written by his superior is found to be influenced by the dominant work orientation of the superior officers. There is overemphasis of certain aspect of the work by the superior. This dominant work orientation introduces subjectively in the system of performance appraisal. A superior judges the performance of the subordinate on the basis of following dominant elements. First, preference for work of dynamic nature, preference for strict maintenance of routine work, emphasis on status, interpersonal relationship, qualities which do not have much functional utility, and conformity to some ideology. Next is interpersonal relationship. Many times the psychological makeup of the subordinates and superior influences their personal relationship apart from their situational influences. The subordinates very often take those actions which are liked by their superiors. Subordinate judges his own actions on the basis of the approval and appreciation of the superiors. Loyalty. On many occasions, and particularly in India context, loyalty factors has considerable influence on the performance assessment. Loyalty may be due to common values, objectives, emotional needs, interest, caste, religion, language, or region. Loyalty factors usually bring the superior and the loyal subordinate closer and closer to each other. Level of achievement. Superior officer's own level of achievement affects the appraisal of the subordinate. If the actual difference between the level of achievement of the superior and subordinate is quite wide, it can create problem of adjustment. Factor hindering objective assessment. There is several factors which hinder the objective appraisal of the performance of the subordinates. These factors make it almost impossible for the superior to make objective assessment of performance of the subordinates. These are listed below. Superiority complex instead of assessment of overall performance, past record of subordinate, etc. Performance appraisal in government. The existing system of performance appraisal in India consists of an annual report given by the superior about the subordinate regarding his work, achievements, ability, integrity, and personality. Generally, if there is any adverse remark, the concerned officials is informed about the same, to which he can reply if he so desires. Such reply is considered in consultation with the reporting and reviewing officers, and final decision is taken to modify or retain the adverse remark in his report. Recommendation of the Administrative Reforms Commission. The Administrative Reforms Commission considered the issue of performance appraisal. It made the following main recommendation. The official should submit a brief resume of his own work done and any special achievements made by him. The Commission recommended that 5-point grading should be discontinued, and instead of that 3-point grading should be made. Good work done during the year should receive prompt appreciation either on the file or in a tour of inspection note. Whenever the merit of the candidates is equal, seniority should be considered for promotion. The above recommendations have been accepted since 1977 by the government. Now there are some questions on the basis of this session. First one is, what are the main objectives of performance appraisal? Second, discuss the factors influencing the system of performance appraisal. That's it for this session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.